Halo, 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 selamat malam.
Hai, hello world.
Hello world. Ketemu lagi kita di Selasa malam dan sekarang ini kita masih di jam 9 ya. Karena eh, puasa Ramadan, jadi kita mundurin
Selama
sedikit.
bulan
Mudah-mudahan
puasa,
tidak terlalu
biar
malam buat
teman-teman
teman-teman.
bisa tarawehan, bisa
Ya,
witiran,
setelah
dan
taraweh
lain-lain.
baru bisa nonton kita gitu ya. Dan
Hmm.
malam hari ini cukup spesial karena Ivan masih jalan-jalan, jadi kita mengundang eh, narasumber
Bintang
yang
tamu.
bintang tamu yang cukup agak jauh lah ya, agak jauh ya. Sebenarnya secara
Hmm.
geografis nggak jauh juga sih, tapi
Tetangga agak jauh.
negara tetangga ya, tapi udah beda
Hmm.
negara gitu ya.
Hmm.
Dan dia ini senior kita di GDE Web juga, sama-sama
Hmm.
GDE Web, tapi duluan, lebih dulu dari saya, apalagi dari Eka. Jadi eh, si bintang tamu ini lumayan apa ya, lumayan mendalami Vue.js, dan juga Vue.js ini kan lumayan banyak yang request ya. Jadi malam ini kita coba undang dan kita
Hmm.
coba tanya-tanya langsung. Tapi seperti biasa kita
Menggali
lihat
apa
dulu.
itu view.
Iya, ini udah ada Damar. Oh, ini komennya tadi pagi jam 9
Halo.
pagi.
Wow.
Damar. Ya,
View.
view cuman gitu doang ya. Oke. Jadi
Tapi gembira dari emojinya
oh
view.
iya.
Nanya
Seneng.
tapi
Ya soalnya
happy.
Damar ini ya dia kan yang apa yang
Oh, request view
memprovokasi
ya.
Nuxt juga yang memprovokasi
Hmm.
kita untuk bahas Vue dan Nuxt ya.
Nah, cuma kita
Jadi
kan belum pernah pakai, jadi kurang
iya, kita
valid
nggak ada yang
ya,
pakai
kurang legitimate
soalnya.
kalau kita
Mhm.
kita doang. Jadi harus sama bintang tamu berikut ini.
Iya, kita langsung undang aja, kasih tepuk tangan yang meriah buat rekan kita, ya, Warat Wong Manuki.
Halo.
Ya, halo, halo.
Hai, halo, Maret. Thanks for dropping by.
Ya, okay. Before we begin, ya, maybe you can start with introduction, who you are, and what you do, and what is
How did
your
you become the first web GDE in Southeast Asia? No, I don't know.
Oh,
Oh,
you are the
not
first,
the
no?
first.
I'm the
Nah,
second one.
early.
I'm the second. Yeah, I'm the second
After
Oh,
after
after
Johan,
after
after
Johan.
Jasmine,
no?
no?
After
After
Johan.
Johans.
Johan.
After Johans.
Okay.
Okay, my name is Warat. I'm from Thailand. I'm based in Bangkok. My day job in the after sunrise, I'm a chief product officer and co-founder for my it's kind of tech company. We quite big right now. We are up to 60 employee right now. We are the company named White Size. We do the social network data analytics, or someone called the social reasoning platform, in Thailand. So I'm doing it for like almost 13 years. Yep.
Oh,
Yep, almost 13. So that's not I don't want to call it a startup anymore, because it's like 260 people, and 13 years already. That is my day job, and that what I'm do for living. Yeah, but uh after sunset, I'm
sunset.
a yes, I'm a CTO of another startup, very small one. It's called Sci-Fi. Is an application to finding the EV charging stations in Thailand. So
Oh.
SAIFAH, uh, that's a build with the Vue.js actually.
Uh-huh.
Yep,
Oh, yeah,
yep.
yeah, yeah.
That is other sunset, and also in the weekend, I'm the web GDE. I'm a web
Mm-hmm.
Google developer expert for web. My specialty is a web compatibility and the performance. So I'm being in the GDE since 2016. 2016, almost like 8
years.
2016.
years.
Wow.
16.
Wow.
Yeah,
16.
that you see
16
the
years.
bash at my back. Yeah, yeah. It's 2016. I'm second web CD in Southeast Asia. I'm the first one in in Thailand. Yep.
Okay.
I'm a second GDE in Thailand actually. Yes.
After
I think
Johan.
it's
Okay.
maybe not that work in Indonesia. I'm
Indonesia, yeah,
logging
yeah.
the yeah.
This
Yep.
this
That
this
that
is
that
the
is
app, yeah.
myself.
Okay, okay.
Yes. Actually, that kind of monolabel that I'm built in the Capacitor that have a native version also. Yes,
Okay.
I'm using the Capacitor for build. That
Hmm.
yeah, that is me. Yes,
Okay.
I'm writing the web since like 18 years ago. No, it's 20 years ago. Since
20
my
years
Oh,
ago.
yeah,
Wow.
now I'm 34. So I'm doing HTML since I'm 14. Yep,
Hmm.
20 years
so
ago.
that was HTML 3.0 with the all
Yes,
capital.
around that, I can't remember in that time. So and yeah, of course, my like go-to framework is Vue.js. Yes,
Hmm.
I'm a Vue.js.
Okay. Why you choose Vue.js?
Oh, actually, in that times are like two, like we have like React is comes, Vue is
Mm-hmm.
comes. I use Vue since it's Vue one,
Okay.
kind of Vue ones. Uh, I don't like. Actually, it's kind of the personal preference that I
Okay.
don't like to write the template in the JavaScript language. I don't like to put the template like HTML in the JavaScript files in the JSX.
Ah, the
Yeah,
JSX,
so
yeah.
actually, it's at first I tried the Angular, and I love the
Mm.
way that they put the some logic on the HTML in the Angular
Mm-hmm.
ones. If you remember the first
Not
Angular,
Angular JS.
No.
yes, no, it's kind of like they have ng4 something like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, after
Mm-hmm.
that, Vue.js is start, and it look like Vue.js is like the real second version of the Angular, that they put everything on the template,
Mm-hmm.
and many syntax is still like HTML. So I'm quite love the way that that they did. So I should do Vue.js. But yeah, I think this point is make the people like hate and love the Vue.js, because somebody hate Vue.js because they put any some logic on the on the template, right, on
Markup.
the
Yeah.
HTML. Yeah. Somebody hate
Okay.
it, but yeah, for me, I
Somebody
love
hate
it.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah, 10 years ago. Oh,
10
it's
years
already 10
ago.
years. Yeah. I'm not realized.
Have you learned any other frameworks beside Vue?
Yeah, I start with the Angular once,
Angular, yeah. Uh-huh.
and after that, very like short times I switch like to views, and actually I can write the React, but not fluent, or but as I told you, I hate the way that write everything on the JavaScript, so I hate it.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, and also in that time, it's nothing like the style components or something like that. So
Mm-hmm.
I hate it. I hate it in that time.
Okay.
So after that, I keep use the Vue a lot. But the funny
Yeah.
thing is, my company is not use the Vue.js. We use the React.
Uh,
But yeah, I'm not a dev,
Okay, okay,
so I
okay.
let the dev team do
Yeah,
whatever they want.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right. That's different thing because in the company you need to see the whole ecosystem, the whole uh, talent pool, right? So React is winning
Yep.
right now, so you have to
Mm.
sacrifice that. Your
yeah,
ideal
and
is
hiring
And
pool,
actually,
you got larger talent pool and
larger
stuff.
talent
yeah,
pool. Yeah.
and actually, it's like I'm not taking care for the engineer team at my office.
Mm.
Mm,
So they have a CTOs and head of engineer to
I
decide
see.
everything. So and
Mm.
decide the next they should the next JS and React
Yeah,
and
yeah.
TypeScript. Yeah.
And TypeScript.
So
Yeah,
it's fine.
yeah.
So it's fine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think you move from Angular to Vue is like natural because yeah, Ivan you
Yeah.
Yeah,
also
I
work
Because
didn't
in
know
Ivan
this.
Angular,
used
right? Yeah,
because Ivan used got
because
like a
you
lot of
use
inspiration from Angular JS.
Yeah, he
exactly.
was using Angular JS when working for Google, and then he thought, yeah, I could just. He wanted to
Yeah.
extract the part that he liked about Angular and build
Mm-hmm.
a more lightweight version, which is Vue. Also, I didn't know that Vue version names are called after anime. So
Yeah.
FNU is
Oh
Yes.
the
yeah,
Weeboo,
Yes. Ivan
Weibo
used yeah is a
and
is an anime fan.
like
anime lovers.
what they call is otaku. He is an
Oh,
otaku.
Wataku,
otaku.
Yeah.
wataku. Oh, betul.
Otaku is anime fan. Is anime fan. So I think it's like,
Yeah.
if I remember it's correct, I'm not sure, but in the days that the Vue.js start is the day
Animatrix,
that
like
no that
runner.
the day that Angular uh like launch a second version is
The
Angular
second version.
2. Yep. So
Yeah,
in
yeah,
that
yeah.
time, I like everyone hate the Angular 2 because it changed a lot. It's like totally different from the Angular one.
Yeah, it is
And
built from the ground up.
yep, and they use NG module something like
Mm-hmm.
that in that
Mm-hmm.
time. But after
Yeah.
that, the Vue.js like start, and someone said, okay, Vue.js is actually the Angular 2. Is the Angular 2 like
The Angular
that
2
they
that
should
Oh,
community
be?
wanted.
Yeah, that everyone wants. So it's kind of like, okay, this is a real Angular 2. So that's why that the reason that why I switched from the Angular to Vue. Because in
mm,
that day I remember that, okay, Angular is a Google technology, so maybe it might be good for me.
mm.
But yeah, that that happened is very short time for me.
Okay, okay. What about um, Vue community in Thailand?
Okay, I think we have to talk about the overall community in Thailand first.
Yeah, yeah, oh, sure.
Okay, we are not have like much specific frameworks community,
Mm-hmm.
or like we have a JavaScript Bangkok that I'm run the JavaScript Bangkok.
Okay.
We have a JavaScript Bangkok we call JSBKK. Uh,
JSBKK.
we have a JSBKK. We have a front end. We have a back end communities as kind of the big community, and like they talks in many of the frameworks. It depends on the topic, and yeah, I think it's everyone knows like right now data is and AI is like hive everywhere around the world. So that's a big community right now. But for the views is actually is if we see on the percentage of the website that use a front end framework in Thailand right now is 15% use
Ah,
a front end frameworks. Yep,
15%.
15%, one
Mm-hmm.
five.
15
The less
only.
of them,
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
the less of them is a workplace actually. Yeah, 64% uh is 64% is a React, and like another 20 is a Vue, is another 20 is Angular. So
Mm.
uh in terms of the number, the Vue is not that big compared to the React, and also the resort pool that Eka mentioned that yeah, the resort pool is not that big. Yep. So we are try to like building the community, but with the specific topic is not that good. So we decide
Mm-hmm.
to like let to speak in many topics. Last year React tried to happen like the one meetup, but it's not that good and not much people come because right now people like try to switch. It's like in Thailand, it's like front end framework is quite fragment actually. In terms of the
Mm.
production, is React is big, but in terms of the hobby and people using Swell Kit or React, Vue, like quite variety. So that is what happened in Thailand. But focus on views. We have a one Facebook group that quite big, and everyone asking the questions or answering the question on the Facebook group. That is only things that happen in Thailand right now. Not
Mm.
much meet up anymore. I think it's happened around the world, right? Not much meet up anymore because of the event space.
Yeah.
Yeah, limited space, like places
Yep, yep,
closing.
Yeah.
yep.
And life happens. Winter coming. Yeah. So many
Tech
things
winter.
happens. Yeah.
Yeah, when they come in. And also like some of the developer is like not live in, okay, Bangkok is, we have a almost 20 million people here,
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
or we have a 66 millions for the whole population, even that big. But for the developer I heard that many people is not live in Bangkok.
Oh.
People
Because
live
the cost of
outside.
living. They work
because of
remote.
or because of I don't think because of the only cost of living is because of
Mhm.
the policy of the company that not required to go to the office.
Oh.
Uh,
So mainly for the we call the Bangkokians, like the Bangkok's people, not that much. Even we have 20 millions, but like born Bangkok is only like 10 or less than 10 million. Less of them is like from everywhere in Thailand.
mhm,
So that when COVID comes and everything ends and company not change policy to go to the office, so everyone go back home. Having the
Yeah.
meetup is not that easy because if you have a meetup, it's like not much people go
Hmm.
because half of them live in their hometown.
mhm,
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah, yeah.
that is what happened. And also we are not like in Indonesia or another country like Indonesia. You have a Jakarta, you have a Surabaya, that a big city that
Mm-hmm.
has
mhm,
a lot of population. But no,
Okay.
in Thailand it's not. We have a big city, but big city for the tourists. Like Chiang Mai is for
mhm,
Chiang
tourists.
Mai. Okay.
Phuket is for tourists.
Okay.
Not much local live there. The local is a go everywhere.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. We
yeah,
are
yeah.
in the like different situations. So when we have a meetup in the past, we can get like 200 is very easy. But now getting like 70 or 100 is like is the best that we can do. Even with yeah, so it's a situation is quite different right
Hmm.
now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And
That's
even like somebody stay in Bangkok, they stay quite far from the city. Like
oh.
they
mhm,
go to the border of the Bangkok because the house is
mhm,
very very cheap compared to the like the inside
mhm,
the CBD. So they live
mhm,
with like if you want to have a meetup, you need to like go to the CBD, right? Go to the center city, right? So they take hour or 2 hour to drive or take the train. So it's not convenient. So yeah,
Hmm.
that happened about the community around the Thailand right now, including Vue.js.
Okay, okay. So, what is, in your opinion, what is the pros and cons in using Vue.js?
Oh, I think uh for me I'm not sure, but
Mm-hmm.
personally I think it's to make the code of the Vue.js reusable or
Mm-hmm.
it's not that easy because is the some is a template, some is a style, some is a like script. So
Mm-hmm.
making like reusable or destructible is you have to put a lot of work there
Okay.
because it's mix of the language. And also uh from I don't want to say the view is like easy to starting the project because based on I think it's that is very like personal
mhm.
like personal preference.
Opinion,
Yeah,
opinion,
personal opinions.
opinionated.
Uh, but for the people that not familiar with the writings, everything with JavaScript,
Mm-hmm.
like old guy that built the web for 20 years like me, Will is quite friendly with with them. Like, okay, you not need to learn the many new things because the style is still there, script is still there, and also the HTML, the template is still there. So
Mm.
that that makes you quite easy to understand how to write the code with a modern framework. That might be the
Okay.
pro one.
Mm-hmm.
But the con that I think is about the community
The
in
community.
the
Yeah.
yeah. Or I'm quite struggle to finding some the components of the Vue. Uh, many times I have to write by myself. Like compared to React, the number of the components is
Ah,
not that.
existing libraries or
Ah,
Yeah,
like
okay.
UI
existing library.
components. Mhm,
Yep. It's not that much compared
Mm-hmm.
to React.
Mm-hmm.
The choice is not that huge. So I have a one example. When you use Tailwind, I want to use some JavaScript, like for tooltip, something like that. Uh,
Mhm.
I use a 4 byte. The
Mhm.
problem of the 4 byte is,
Flow by. Uh-huh.
yeah, Vue.js version of the 4 byte is not good. It still have a
Oh.
lot of the bug and not very active compared to the React. And also
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
React, you have a material UI, something like that. But Vue
Mm-hmm.
is
Yeah,
not
a
have.
lot.
Yeah,
Oh.
Vue is have a Vuetify. That is
Beautify.
I, I don't think is active much compared to React. And sometimes as I told you, I struggle a lot to
Mm.
finding the component or library that support Vue.
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The
That a con to use a Vue.
mm. Uh, what do you think is the killer feature of Vue? Is that the simplicity or other thing?
Like something that other frameworks or UI libraries don't have, like React doesn't have,
Yeah,
Svelte doesn't have. What do you think
yeah.
is?
It's hard
I
to
can only
say.
find this in Vue, like something like that.
No,
No,
I think it's like for me, it's a simplicity of that.
simplicity.
Ah,
Or
Yeah,
yeah,
simplicity.
yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
But the
But
problem is after
uh huh,
Vue's upgrade from the okay right now. So if you write the Vue, you
uh
have a
huh.
two options. Once we call the option API. We call the
Okay.
options API that like
Options API. Uh huh.
options
Option.
API.
Oh,
Okay.
And
yeah. You can see it here on the docs. Can
yep.
you open the
And
Riza? Can
Yeah,
you
yeah, yeah.
open
yeah.
the docs?
Wait.
Please?
And another
Option.
type is we call
Composition.
the
Options
composition
and
is
composition.
API.
Oh,
So
composition
the
API. Okay.
problem is when you write in the option API is very simple. It's very understandable because they split like every part like method, data is like they separate everything. But yeah, the problem is that like it's not easy to make it reusable in some time. But when
Mm.
you change to the composition API that more reusable, the problem is courses will be messed up because you can like const like variables everywhere that you want, or is like you can put the method everywhere that you want, or
Mm.
and yeah, and some library support only the option API, not support composable API. But some libraries support only composable API, not support the
Oh
option API.
Oh.
Yep. So that is the bad thing. So the option API, if you see, you can see the data. Right? Data is a variable, is a
Ah,
global
Ah,
variable
Riza.
inside there.
okay.
Method is
I
method.
see.
The mouse that is a life cycle.
Life
Uh-huh.
cycle
Okay.
method.
Yeah. But when you change to composition API, I think it's not changed yet.
Yeah, it's not changing it. Changing
Okay, you have
everything.
to.
No, it's the explanation, I think. You scroll down, maybe they're gonna explain composition too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's it.
Oh,
Composition
Yeah.
API.
You see,
okay.
It's the
it's
explanation.
cons. Is
Ah,
you can like define the function
Um,
and you can define it on mouse. So it's good to reusable the function or reusable the like variables everything.
I
But the problem
see.
is messed
The
up. Based on like
the
my experience, I love option API more.
I see. Oh, this topic, this one topic that you complain about in when we met in Bali, right? From view two
Yeah,
to view three, right?
you still
yeah.
remember? Oh,
I
that
hate
changes
it.
from view two to view three. Oh, I
Yeah,
see.
actually,
Okay.
it's not the chain one. So, in Vue 3,
Oh,
they add the composable API, but you can choose by
Oh,
yourself.
oh,
You don't
I
need to like
see.
change the
Oh, yeah,
way
yeah.
to write. Um, but the some library is not support the option API because it's very
Oh,
old. It's not very old, but it's the
oh,
old
makes
way.
sense. Yeah,
Yep,
yeah,
yep,
yeah,
yep.
yeah.
But I hate it.
yeah, but it's so
I
tricky if
hate.
you have a production app like with a lot of dependencies,
Hmm.
and
Exactly.
each of the external dependencies have their own way of handling this. And
Hmm.
Yes,
maybe you have team members. One of them write in options API, another one wants to write composition API. Yeah, the team lead will be
Yeah,
You have to
but actually,
choose
is
between two.
the tricky way. The tricky one is you can write the two style in the same project. You don't
Really?
need
Oh
to choose
no.
one. Yep, you don't need
Oh
to choose one.
no.
So
Oh,
it's not that good. Oh, okay. So, but normally right now, I'm more using this one, the
this
composition
one,
API
the Ocean
Composition.
API.
with the setup. Actually, they have a like two two style because the composition API they have a two style of composition API. Like you see the script,
Mm-hmm.
like they have a
Yeah.
setup attribute, right? They have another type that not have a setup attribute.
Mm. How is it different? Like one only runs on component mounting
Okay,
or
okay.
something like that?
If you not put the setup, you need to write everything inside the method called setup. You have to write the setup method like for
Ah,
over for
so
everything.
we create a setup method
Yep.
as part
So,
of the life, something like a life cycle method, yeah.
kind of, but you still need to have a you when you want to write the life cycle, you still need to write inside the setup also.
Okay.
That is very complex stuff, but yeah, most of everyone use a setup, and that is a bad thing because when you check to the library or dependency, some document is not cover like every case. Some library is they support composable, but the library is only right for the options. So you have to look into the source code and understand how it works. That a problem.
Okay. Oh,
Oh
Yeah, yeah,
no,
yeah.
no, it makes me think: is the linting like IntelliSense, ESLint? Is that so? It's complex, and ideally, it's not something for humans to check one by one. Is everything consistent? So we need ESLint, right? So,
Yep.
how's your experience using ESLint with you? Is it good enough to to streamline to handle all the inconsistencies for you?
Yes, yes, yes. For me, it's okay. For me, is if we not have uh if we not have a EF lane, I think it's more like mess up. I think it's EF is quite work in the view. Not that a big problem. But uh to make sure that your code is not get messed up, you have to use the TypeScript because it's help like more helpful. Because
yeah.
for me, it's even like we have ESLint. Uh, I think some of the conditions that should be rewrite, like just a warnings, but ESLint did not support. Yeah,
Hmm.
but yeah, I think it's most of the case that like prevent the errors. ESLint is like work well. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
So, if I see this chunk of code,
Yep.
it's very similar
Reminds
to
me,
Svelte,
reminds
right?
you of well.
Yes. So,
Yeah, I
uh,
think it's similar as well. Yep,
mm-hmm,
similar, quite similar.
similar. Okay. S- Uh, if you so like so frustrating with the problems in composition API and options, why don't you write your next app using Svelte maybe or another framework?
So
So uh I think it's like Vue still like better than the writings in vanilla or everything. I think it's like
Okay.
using a Vue quite long time. Even I know the swell is not different much in terms of
Mm-hmm.
the understanding, but uh I think like I'm just used to it. Yeah, but
Okay.
yeah, I'm I'm quite open to use another if I have a chance. But yeah, today mostly that I use is a view. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Damars no. Similar to Svelte, but
Actually,
actually
yeah.
more solid. I don't know what solid,
Mm.
but yeah, maybe.
Solid.js.
Mm.
I for the Solid.js I know only names. I know only okay that is a Solid.js, but I never write or learn
Isn't
anything about this.
isn't solid JS
yeah,
based
same.
on React things? No.
React.
Yeah,
It uses JSX.
Yeah, I
oh,
use
JSX
okay.
for the
GSX,
markup. But
You
other
don't
than
like
that,
it.
I don't know. I've
uses
never used it,
yeah, I
you know.
never. Even Svelte
Okay.
is look like
Yeah.
the view is, but it's inside is different. They not use
Yeah,
virtual
yeah, yeah.
DOMs or something like that.
Mm, okay. Okay.
So we've got
Mm.
a few questions from chat. Maybe we can address it
Mhm.
Yeah.
before
The
going to our own
problem
questions.
with options API is when
Yep,
the component logic is getting bigger and
bigger.
bigger. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's complex.
Uh,
Yeah, I think
it's
the
complex.
problem is like you have to put everything on the like object property that is makes everything complex because the ability to reusable for the option API is not that easy compared
Mm,
to the composition API. But for
yeah.
me, you need to put more effort to uh like you need to put more disciplines in the composition API because it's easy to mess up. It's easy
Okay.
to mess up for me.
Okay. Okay. This is
Yeah.
question. This question is specific for you because
Yeah.
Maulana saw your YouTube video about Vapor. Uh,
I don't click it, but I Google see render without virtual DOMs with. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm never heard about a waiver before.
really? Oh,
Yeah, I'm not
I saw a
sure.
YouTube
Let's
video. Oh,
Google it
not
now.
your YouTube video, but a YouTube video. I think
Okay,
A
it's a
video.
yeah,
it's a
a video.
call
What
Oh,
video
waiver.
is
it's an official
Vapor?
library. Vapor.
I
Vapor.
think it's kind of the new things that will be the behind the scenes of
And
the view.
Okay.
Yeah.
offers
I'm not
rendering
sure.
without the virtual DOM. So it's a bit like Svelte, maybe. Does it work like a compiler? So you don't need virtual DOM anymore because you spit out regular JavaScript or something. I don't know.
Maybe.
Oh, maybe.
Hmm.
It's made by Evan Yu also.
View waiver is view tree without the virtual DOM.
Hmm.
I think virtual DOM is a has a bad thing and a good thing.
Good
When
thing.
the
Yeah.
getting bigger, is virtual DOM is very slow and slow. Yeah.
Mm,
Yeah, and
Hmm.
because of Core Web Vitals also, like it measures maybe the virtual DOM running will affect, interaction to next paint or something.
Someone said offer the like okay. I think it's kind of a maybe the next generation of the Will that the
yeah.
waiver.
Okay. One thing
Mm.
I like about Vue is Vue is one of the framework that doesn't backed by a big company.
Yep.
Yeah.
Kind of
React.
independent.
Yeah.
Like
Independence. Yeah.
community
Independence.
It
powered.
is.
Yeah. In community driven, right? Uh,
And Evan
React.
Yu, I think, lives
Yeah.
full
Even you.
time from his open
Yes.
source work, right?
Yes.
From
He
Yes.
I think he worked
Patreon
full
or
time for Vue.js.
That's nice thing to have because
yeah,
like
you don't have it
uh
anymore. The
yeah
cherry is
Even
hired by
and
Vercel.
also
yeah
even the Vue ecosystem is not backed by the big company like Nuxt.js.
mm-hmm,
Nuxt.js is like very independent,
mm-hmm.
or the Pioneer, the Pioneer something is that the
Pinia.
pineapples,
Yeah.
the
I saw
Pioneers
it.
Pinia Pinia.
yeah, Pioneer is not backed by the back company. I think is not.
Okay.
Yeah,
Mm,
compared to the React that Next.js is backed by Verso. Uh,
yeah
yeah, and also the React's backed by
uh
Facebook. So, but
yeah
somebody said is better than no one back because somebody tried to like defense is when they have a big company that back
mm,
the framework. That mean the big company will be not like this. They will keep update, or they will keep like making it live because for
yeah
the open source sometimes the creator is like gone. This will be stopped.
mm-hmm,
So I
yeah
think it's opinions. It's opinion because if a user some like the commit code of the React is not update much compared to other like compared to other open source. Yep. I think it's
yeah
like just the opinions. Yeah, but the two side of opinions.
Yeah, two sides of opinion because the framework like that keep us like neutral, but in the other side, uh, yeah, sometimes we don't know the feature of the framework, right? Like
Hmm?
maybe next year doesn't the contributor is not really in the
Hmm?
mood
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah,
they
yeah.
archive the project and it's
Yeah,
gone. So
they're
Everything
all
done.
busy at their job, day job,
Or
no
maybe
more
they
yeah,
fight
code.
got another
together
job.
and
Yeah, yeah,
maybe they
yeah,
fight together and they fork to the new versions. That
yeah.
fight happened in the op. Like I think you remember like one time that one framework or one engine that inside they fight together and someone forks to the new versions
Oh
to the new name,
yeah,
and they
yeah.
like
Uh, we just
they
talking
build
about this last week, right?
I can't remember which library, but they like
I
built
don't remember.
uh parallelly.
PHP
One
related
day
stuff.
they like back and like shake hand again. They merge everything. So it's kind
Oh
yeah.
Isn't
Like
no.
isn't that Node.js and IO.js?
B, I think it's
Yeah,
like kind of the Node.js, right? That like
yeah,
they split and they
yeah.
like they
And then
merge
they
back
come
again
back again. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and
That's
Like
everyone thought
it's
like what
it's
happened?
nice they make it up, but I can imagine like the whole merging things back must be a headache.
So it's kind of you put the personal thing on the like
yeah.
the technical things, and yeah,
Mm,
I think it's a bad thing of the framework that very independent is this kind of that.
mm. Yeah, 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 yeah. Okay. So, you talk about Nux. Please tell us more about Nux project
Okay, really straightforward. Nuxt is a copy of the Next.js.
of Next. Yeah.
So in the
Okay.
first day,
Mm-hmm.
Nuxt.js is provides same concept of the Next.js, but for the
Mm-hmm.
Vue.js.
Okay.
So or and after that, Nuxt and Next copy features are back and forth.
Mm-mm. Yeah.
And now I think like Nuxt provide quite same of the Next.js, but are in the Vue version. But personally, I think some of feature of the Next.js is relies on the Verso some
Yeah.
a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Nuxt is not. Nuxt is very
Because it's
independent.
community, not it's community made.
Yeah, and the what Nuxt provide is the way to help the Vue.js like more organized.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Mm-hmm.
okay, the folder structure that back to
Yeah.
the same thing of the PHP. Like you put
Mm-hmm.
everything on the folder structure, but yeah, it's easy to manage. So uh from now for me is if I have a chance, I will start a project with Nuxt.js more than the start from the Vue.
Okay.
Even like I'm not enable the server side renderings, I'm use Nuxt because when your project is getting bigger and bigger, Nuxt help you a lot. You don't need to like import everything. Uh, if you want to auto load the component, you just put everything on the component folders, or they have a layout system, or they have a kind of the header or the meta tags or convention that you don't need to import by yourself is already set there. They
Mm-hmm.
have a routing structure based on the folder that is very easy. They have many things also like uh you can write down the code or that runs only the server and uh some code blocks that run only on the clients in Nuxt.
Mm. Okay.
Yep, that help you to like easy to manage the first load state and the other navigation state a lot. Yeah, that
Mm.
someone mentions on the comments that
Mm-hmm.
Nuxt having a lot of the magics compared to the Vue.js. Yep. actually they build a lot they own, or they have a state management folder that you don't need to like okay understand how to import or how to define or how to initial the state. You just put the code block on the files and put in the folder and all done. Yeah, that Nuxt do a lot of the magic. That
Okay.
for me they save uh the code conversion or the patterns. So because if you let the teams import by themselves, the I think it's someone already like put in the comment that
Mm-hmm.
Vue.js not have a like real the standard of the code. So
Yeah.
Next try to make some like personal preference to be the
Ah.
magics. Like okay, if you want to use the state, you have to import 1, 2, 3. But
Okay.
Next said, okay, done it. I already done for you. You just put the only logic on this file. The importing will be done by Next. That's something like that.
Mm.
That's something like that.
Ah, yeah.
See.
So
Okay.
I think Nuxt is good for that use case that you just mentioned, like people who are already accustomed to Vue and need to like streamline to make things consistent. Like Nuxt makes the decision for you. But I have different experience. Like I don't have any I didn't have existing knowledge about either Vue or Nuxt. But of course I
Mhm.
can read, I can make sense of the like the template, the markup, HTML, JavaScript part, no problem. So one day at work, my team inherited a Vue, Nuxt.js code base from external site that we cannot contact, we can't ask. It doesn't really have a lot of documentation. Just short with me like how to run. Yeah, I know how to run it, but
Yes,
oh my god, it's so confusing for someone who don't have existing knowledge about
experience
all
with
that.
that.
Where does this
Yep.
come from? Where does this come from? I was
Yep.
close to
I
crying.
understand. I understand because it's not that straightforward. Because like
Mm.
you have to understand how the magic is work,
Mhm.
where
Ah.
is
Yeah.
magic it happens. So like okay, if you know some like something called layout in the Next.js, the way is very easy. You just create a one files and put on the layout. That is happen. But you can use the layout everywhere. So if you try to call the layout uh, in somewhere, is kind of how is happen.
Ouch.
Where is this layout? Something like that, or like if you call something use fed or something like that
Mm-hmm.
on the Next, it mean use fed is not the fed. Use fed is mean if you first load, use fed will be run in the server. So if you not
Mm.
understand that at the first step, you will not understand how it work. And in some case, you have to handle the like the client's only components that not work on the server. So you have to understand the many things because NAC try to like bring something that can customer can like more creative out and change to the magic. But I love NAC. I love NAC a lot because it's reduced the number of the 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 number of line of code. It makes it very more simple and simple. But yeah, as you mentioned, you have to understand like where is magic happens.
Mm.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
rare though. Like that's the point of meta frameworks, right? Like to provide a lot of everything and the kitchen sink and all the frills, all things nice. So you don't have to manually get all of them by yourself. Yeah. But I
When
think
when
another thing about Vue is it's
Mhm.
there are always many ways, like several ways to do something. I don't know. Maybe I'm mistaken. Like this example from the wiki, in some of the code, like you make a component by calling a class. Maybe I don't know if it's a class or a global object or something called Vue.component.
Okay.
Vue.
so true. Will like when you create
Like,
the one thing, you have like many way to do it. Ah, that I don't like this way. But yeah, That's the one way that
Yeah,
many
like you
library
put the
use.
method
But I'm not.
in the Vue component method. It's
Yep.
confusing for people who never use it before.
Yep.
Button click. Okay, okay.
Yep. This is I think they might be used. I don't think this work in Vue 3 anymore. But yes, it's
Oh,
kind of the Vue 3 is have the same things. The Vue 3 is have the
Mm,
same things, but just different syntax. Okay, you can write a class or you can create something that we call uh the component files. We can write out the component files. It's views for views. When you do one thing, you have like 10 way to do it, and you have to understand like okay what the way that they use first before editing the code. But yeah, it's not a common way actually. Um,
hmm.
mm, it's not the common way for just the app building, but quite a common way for the the component builder, like the people who build the component and give to the open source. I'm not sure why,
Oh,
but I saw a lot of the people that open source the components they use this way.
mm,
maybe
Uh,
for IntelliSense autocomplete. It's easy, to know all the methods like template, computed. You just
I'm
press
not
Control space. Maybe
sure.
no.
Yeah, that they said that coded from Vue 2, but actually it's in the Vue 3 you can call the component function also, but it's
But
just different. Yeah, different way.
mm.
Mm. We will also have a shareable layout. You just state on the layout that the component ABC layout. Yeah, that is, but like the Nuxt is like provide the magic for use already. No need XCRs anymore. Yeah, is there for Nuxt? Yes, they provide some use fed for for you. Or yeah,
a native fetch or a special view fetch.
they have something called use fed. The use
Use
fed
fetch.
is that work able in server and clients. It depends on is running where it's running because when you loading the Nuxt at the first time, it will run on the server before they serve the HTML and serve the JavaScript. For after the first navigation, they navigate on the front end. So the first time they navigate, they runs in the server. It's not that one. You have to search
No.
Nuxt. Use fed on Nuxt is another
Oh,
Oh,
story.
nuts.
different one?
Different one. Yep.
Different.
It's
Okay.
kind of magic. It's wraps up the
Use
fetch
fetch.
function.
This
Yeah,
one?
use fetch. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
But
Composition
it's
use
an
fetch.
Mm,
interesting trend because all the meta
Mm,
frameworks now support
mm.
this kind of isomorphic approach.
yeah,
Like
yeah. This isomorphic
now,
efforts.
now everyone agrees that we can run something on the server to
Mhm.
send, so we can send the markup directly, but we can also, of course, it can also happen later on the client. So Next has it, SwellKit has it, yeah, everybody has it now.
Yeah, and also
Just
Knack
different.
is quite like modern. Or I think the Vue Transitions API, right?
Mhm.
View,
Oh,
Vue
it
view
Transition.
already
transitions.
supports
Yeah.
view transition, yeah, for
Yeah,
routing,
yeah.
route change. Like you can have
Yeah,
movement.
yeah. So
Nux
Nice.
the Knack,
already has it.
Knack,
Oh,
yeah, Knack is already support the Vue Transition API on the beta. You
oh
can search the Vue
wow.
Transition API. Yep.
View transition.
Angular has it. SwellKit, I think
Yeah.
SwellKit has it.
Yeah,
Swellkit
the
Astro
has it.
has
the
it.
experiment.
Yeah.
It's
But
just like
Next.js community.
yeah, yeah. You can scroll down the Vue Transition API experimental.
This one.
Nice.
You just put the experimental Vue Transition API and
And
all
config it.
done.
Oh,
Every
done.
movement of the stage will be enabled with transition API.
Hmm.
Yep.
Mhm.
Interesting.
Yes, Nuxt provide like many magic. I think that
Hmm.
everyone said are like a lot of the magics behind Nuxt. Actually, I have a plan to rewrite my application to Nuxt.js because at the
Mm-hmm.
first day I thought it will be
Rewrite.
Rewrite.
I was
Rewrite.
said it's
Develop
very
your
small,
rewrite.
but it's not that small anymore. And now it's getting messed up with some import that if I use Nuxt, I just copy and paste. I don't need to like don't need to handle like the such of thing. Such a thing.
Okay, nice. A little bit out of topic maybe. Like
Mhm,
I saw the Nux websites and I saw
mhm.
the Vue websites. It's remind me CSS library called Bulma. Is that any relations to that? It's similar, I
No.
think. No,
Uh,
Just the
I
colors.
think
it's
I
the
think the
color maybe. Yeah.
I think if you see like a lot of you see views, you see like almost every library will look same, right?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Because many of them use something called the view place. You know the view place?
No,
You search the view
View,
place.
View what? View
VIU
place.
view
Uh
place.
huh.
Or yeah.
Like this?
No. Place.
No,
Place is the, no. I send
no.
on the chat. Yeah.
Okay. Send on the chat. Oh, View
Ah, view press.
Press. Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah,
like
yeah. Oh,
WordPress, but
yeah.
view.
For
You
CMS,
change
no?
to the version 2.
Static set
No.
generator.
Yeah, it's you just
Ah,
write
static
in
set
the
generator.
Static set. Okay.
markdown and you run
Hmm.
the generator. It will be changed to something like this.
You spit out HTML files.
Oh.
Ah,
Yeah, they technically they convert the markdown to the HTML file to the HTML.
Okay.
So all
Okay.
the menu that you see on the top, everything is
Mm-hmm.
you
ah,
able to write in the markdown.
I see.
nice. So
So
it's like simple old school static site generator like Hugo or 11T, right? You write in
Yeah.
Markdown,
kind
generate
of
a lot of HTML.
Yeah.
yep,
Yeah. Yeah.
but
Mhm.
you just write out in markdown.
Okay.
Yeah, they have a mark. You just write in the markdowns or put on the folder, and they will create the navigations, the buttons, everything. Yeah,
Hmm.
that why a lot of the view
Websites.
the view website, the view framework website look a little bit same, but it
Oh,
is
because they use this.
they use
This.
this. But I think right now
Okay.
Oh,
Nuxt is the first version use the Nuxt view place. I'm not sure, but now they're not anymore. They build their own. But yeah,
Okay. I
but it's
see.
mm,
That's why.
interesting that all of these libraries are official. Like all of those are a part of Vue.js.org, right? VuePress is
um, yeah, view
no
place,
or
yes,
host.
view
But Nux
place,
no.
Nuxt it's also
Nuxt no,
official.
Nuxt
Oh no,
no,
it's separate
Nuxt
from
no.
Vue.js.
Who's building
Uh,
build this?
Nuxt is
Antony Fu?
Nuxt.
No.
Nuxt is Nuxt.
oh,
Nux is
Anfu.
Nux. Anfu, right? One of
Yeah,
the
Yeah,
Anfu. Anthony
contributors.
Fu.
Yeah. Antony Fu.
like he's the man with the thousands of projects.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And but pioneers, yes. Pinia.
Yeah,
Pinia is yes.
Pinia.
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 Pinia
Pinia.
is
Oh my
yes.
god, the mascot is so cute. Pinia.
View router is yes. View router is from Vue.js organizations. Yeah,
Okay.
I use Pinia.
Is Pinia.
So it's
Yeah,
a
Okay.
I use
store. It's a library for stores.
Yeah.
it's state management. It's state management.
State management. Yeah.
State management.
Regarding that, there is one question from Aldian.
Okay.
He's still confused about state management. Uh,
Kind of like Redux, I think maybe. Just looking at the documentation, like uh, the perspective is a bit like Redux.
They
which one?
they the Vue X
Yeah.
is already outdated, or
VX
it's
already.
like yeah, Vue X and Pioneer is board is official from Vue, but
Oh
right
no.
now
Mm-hmm.
if you see the Vue X the GitHub repo, they said
Uh-huh.
like they already like uh introduced the Pioneer as that the
Replacement.
official state management library chain to the Pioneer.
Oh yeah, Pinia
So
is
yeah.
now the new
Pioneer.
default. Oh no.
Yep, new
Mm.
default. They use the same API of a Vue X5, and like it's more active. It's more like new things. but the code is not different much. I
Why
have
they
experience.
do you know why they decide to move to new things, not update the Vuex?
I think they try to write in the like a rewrite from the ground
Rewrite.
up.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So they don't they try to change to the say the new thing because most of it
Maybe a
is
new mindset. Like it's more tricky to take apart the old thing and adjust for the
yeah.
new thing.
But
It's easier to
even
just make a new one, maybe.
yeah, even they change the names or the writes everything new, but the flows on the way to use not that change much. Quite
Mm,
same. Quite same. For me,
quite
it's
the same.
Pinia is more a little bit more symbol because they not use action or everything anymore. They use like method and variable as I said. Yeah. As and more mindset because I
Oh,
think it's mindset. The
yeah.
structure is different because they not use actions much compared to the past. You can use a normal method uh,
Mm,
inside the Pioneer, inside the Pinia. Yep, that
I
why
see.
I think it's a little bit confused, but yeah, for the new project, just use Pinia.
Just use Pinia for new project.
Yep. Yeah, for
Okay,
the old
got
project,
it.
you don't need to like migrate something. But I love the
Mm-hmm.
Pinia because has a many way to do the persistence data. Like they have a plugin to persist data with the
Local storage, index
capacitor,
DB.
yeah, index
Oh,
DB or the capacitor preference. When you use a capacitor, I mentioned a little bit about the capacitor. Capacitor is a engines that you can make the native app with the the normal web technology.
Mm.
So some technically they just run inside the web view of the native.
This one?
Yeah, that one. Actually, many people knows Ionics, right?
Ionix, yeah.
yeah,
This is
Yeah,
from
Ionic
Ionix,
Ionics.
right?
web
Yeah,
component.
actually, Ionics is a combine between UI and
Uh-huh.
the rendering engines, but rendering
And
engines of
layer.
Ionics is a
Yeah.
capacitor. Yeah, it's a capacitor.
Mm.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, yeah. So the capacitor is not only build the mobile app, they build the window apps or electron. They can build the
Mm.
electron.
Yeah.
So it's kind of the monorepo that you like write one code and run everywhere, and also it can build the PWA
Yeah.
or yeah, like if you use the capacitor, you have to build the UI by your own. Or but if you use the Ionics, you use the Ionics component. Yep. But yeah, it's same. The plugin is shares, everything is shared. So
Oh,
or
nice.
yeah, when you use a Vue, the Pinia, they have a plugins to use a native storage for for be for like the persistent storage for the data. Because when you write the native, the local storage is a little bit tricky because in mobile apps the local storage shouldn't be clear, they should very persist, right? But when you write the hybrid, they use a browser engine that frequently clear, like delete your data to save the space. So yeah,
Mm.
we have to use another engine we call the preference to save the data that mobile will be not delete. So even like this of the phone is will be full, something like that, is will be not delete. So yeah, the Pinia that have a plugin to support. So I love it.
Mm.
Yeah, now I'm quite like stuck with like my life is about capacitor and Vue.js.
Capacitor and VJS. Okay. Yeah. What about
And I hate it.
like a few native or like Quasar?
I I think Quas. I not use a Quas. Okay, my situation is a little bit different. Uh,
Uh-huh.
at first day, I don't want to make the native app. I
Okay.
want to make the web and
Web
PWA
app. Okay.
web app. PWAs
Web app.
and add to home screen, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But when I ask people, hey, install the PWAs, like not much people familiar with the installation experience.
Yep.
And I'm not sure it's happened in other countries. So a lot of the scam send the link that asks the orders or like somebody to download the app direct from the browser, and it's like have a malware inside, hack
Ah,
the
yeah, yeah, yeah,
money, yeah, of
yeah.
the bank, something like that. So
Yep.
when people like feel, oh, I have to install the app from the web, it's make them nervous that okay, it will be like stealing my money or not. So because of people have a perception that okay, if I install some app from the web, not store,
It could be
that means
dangerous.
yeah, that could be dangerous. So that make the PWA experience not that good in our country. So okay, I have
Mm.
to wrap all the applications and send to the store. That is starting point. So
Okay.
back to that point, I don't have time to like use other framework like Quasar or Vue Native because it
Vue
already
Native.
right in the web, right in the normal view. So I decide to uh okay, just copy and paste to the Capacitor projects and config a little bit
Mm.
and all done. That that is what happened for me in that day.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, but I heard a
Uh,
lot of the Quasars and Vue Native, but honestly, I still like love with the CSS, something like that, that I'm quite familiar with. So using, I think it's a big problem of me is the layout things. So
mm.
I'm a my team that done the UI either CSS person. So uh, he not familiar with the doing the layout in other language, so it's not that easy to use the native layout or something like
Mm-hmm.
that.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why we keep the using the web technology, not
Web
web
technology.
syntax. Yep.
Okay. Got it.
Yeah, yeah,
So,
yeah.
what is your preferred backend technologies? Node.js with
So right
Nuxt,
now,
right?
yeah. So right now, I'm a Node.js.
Okay. Have
Yeah, but
you?
specifically, I'm use the cloud functions for Firebase.
Okay. Okay.
Mm.
Have you tried some framework like PHP Laravel or no?
Yeah, there's a
Mm,
question in there. The
Yeah,
last
there is a
comment.
question about Laravel.
okay, I don't think the
Inertia.js.
okay. Or I don't think I saw the way that they combine the Vue.js with Laravel at the
Yep.
first day,
Yep.
but I don't think that is work. It's try to bring the server side renderings together with the client side rendering and like still need to hardly load when the chain allows something like that. I don't think that is gonna be the good offers, but it's good for the people that use the PHP. But yeah,
Mm.
sir, I'm not I'm I'm stopped using the PHP for quite long time.
All right.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah.
I
But
think it's good for people who, have legacy code base. Like you cannot
yeah,
rewrite everything from scratch, right?
yeah,
So
yeah,
you just add
that
front end layer.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think
Yeah.
that is a ones of the like purpose that why you should use the views in the Laravel. But for
Mm.
less of it is I don't think that's good one.
Yeah. Oh yeah. One more. One of my favorite thing in Vue is like we can use CDN for
Yep.
Oh,
simple
so you
website.
just load the JavaScript.
I
Yeah.
think I prefer right now I prefer to use the view parties. You know the view parties? We
Mm, what? Sorry.
we
Vue.
uh I'll I'll send you. Okay, view parties.
View petit,
Vue Petit. Okay.
Yeah, view
like
parties.
lightweight.
It's
Lightweight
kind of
version.
the Vue CDN, but it's
Ah,
really light version, really
Just like
lightweight.
React.
okay. Light.
You know, there's React, there's Preact with the
No,
smaller
this.
loadable
I think
size.
this
Think
different.
No?
it's smaller
Different.
than Preact. It's very very small. It's just 6K. It's it's just
Like
the idea.
Alpine, no? Alpine
I'm not
JS.
Yeah,
Wait,
kind of like that.
sure.
So there's no build
no
process
build
at all. No
process,
build,
no
no
build
compile.
tools.
Just
Yeah,
load
no
the script
compiler.
and
Yeah,
it will detect the binding
Yeah, yeah,
the
like
yeah, yeah.
scope or
jQuery. I
whatever.
think jQuery.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
jQuery,
yeah, yeah.
long live jQuery.
But Vue.js is
jQuery.
really very small.
Ah,
It's it's just 6 KB. It's very
6 KB.
small.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Very
Yeah,
small.
that
Oh,
yeah
nice.
is very small.
Hmm.
So it's not update much, but
Is
yeah, when I use some small project, it's better
use
than you set the like document dot get element by ID by yourself.
Ah,
It's
yeah,
better
yeah, yeah,
than that.
yeah.
It's better than that. It's better than that.
yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
you do some
More
like small
declarative.
thing. Yep.
Yeah. Damar said that Puppet is kind of killed by OpenJS, maybe. Yeah. Yeah. But is
Yeah.
it possible to use a CDN with a few newer version of Vue, Vue 3
Yeah.
or
I
yeah?
think. I think yeah. I think yes. Yes.
Okay.
Beauty. Yes. Yes. It's a no build step.
No
It's
build step.
not.
Nice.
Yeah. It's not recommend. I'll check. Yeah. You can use by a CDN. I think it's same,
So,
but
okay.
Vue it is like smaller versions of the Vue CDN because the Vue CDN is more than a 6 KB. But
Yeah, yeah,
I think it's do the same thing. Do the same thing.
yeah.
Hmm.
We don't need to install Node even, right?
Yep. You just put the CDN tag
HTML. Yeah, CDN and HTML.
HTML
That's it.
because sometimes you don't need to like scaffold
Exactly.
everything from the
Yeah.
Yeah,
start. You
you
Yeah.
don't
just
need
need
to.
to write some small project that want to focus
Yeah, or
on
just
the
click event.
logic. Yep.
Just do something on click event. That's it. Sometimes.
Yeah.
Hmm. What about your opinion about web
Mm.
components? Do you have some experience?
Oh, it's very long time. I
Okay.
I have experience with lit element.
Lit
I
element.
never
Uh-huh.
write the
Lit
web components from scratch, but
from
Mm-hmm.
I use a
scratch.
lit
Yeah,
element.
it's so it's so
I
non-user
think
friendly.
I think it's quite good when you have like very varieties of your tech stack. Like in the very big company
Hmm.
that you want to build a component that share across
Yeah.
the framework. So that very useful. Uh, but
It's good
if
in
you
concept, but in practice, it's like people don't people don't really enjoy writing whole UI components with plain
Yeah.
plain web components, right? Like at least
depends.
we use lit. Uh-huh.
I think it depends because if you use a lead
Sure.
element for creating the specific component, it's quite useful for the big company that like has a like bunch of the frameworks and a lot of legacy code inside there. Uh, that that is that that web component will help a lot.
Hmm.
But if in
Yeah.
your company use only one framework like React or maybe two, I don't think web component will be work because a lot of things that web component cannot uh, serve like reactivity, like stage management, something like that. You cannot share the stage. But if you have something like static component, something like that is quite work with the web component. There's someone said a web component is underlaid. Yeah, it's underlaid for the very big
Underrated.
company. Yeah, for the big company that you has like the legacy of code for almost 20 years or 30 years. If you want to build a one component that everyone can use, web component is already
Yeah,
one choice. You have no
the
choice
browser can
because
run it directly. Yeah.
yeah, you have no choice.
Hmm. All right. So, maybe we should take some of the questions. There is Nuxt UI. Oh,
Okay.
Nuxt UI. It looks good. I think it's created by the
It's
Nuxt
look
team.
good. Yep, I think
look.
it's, the way that Nak try to making the money.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
it's nice.
okay.
We were just talking about that last week
Yeah.
when we were
Mm-hmm.
talking about PHP, but then Laravel ecosystem. So it's like they have a very huge open source ecosystem. The core products are free, of course, but they provide a lot of like premium hosted or managed services, like so they can survive. It's
Yeah.
nice that Nux has this kind of product.
Nice,
Like
nice.
there's the free. It's like Tailwind UI. It reminds me of
Yeah,
Tailwind
something like that.
UI.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's remind me of Tailwind UI also. But hey, Tailwind UI is like
It's nice in a good way. Like it's professional, polished, and it's even better than Tailwind UI because they provide the free components. But if you really want a
Hmm.
lot of templates, like dashboard templates or whatever, you can pay the premium.
Oh.
yeah.
What about Nux DevTools? Can you
Oh,
tell
so
us about that? Never use?
I'm never used this
Never
yet
use. Okay.
because like quite long time that I'm not used Nux on the
Oh, okay, okay,
production. Yep. I
okay.
have one, but I never used Nux Dev 2. Yeah. In that times yeah, not yet. I has no idea. I has no idea yet.
Okay, okay. Because I've heard a good thing about these tools, but I haven't
Yeah,
tried
we
it.
haven't
So
used it.
yeah, I'm
But
curious about it.
React has it too, right? React DevTools. So
No, I think
from the yes,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
React DevTools.
They have
Yeah,
dev
Dev
tools.
2
It's
is
a
more
Chrome
compared
Yeah,
to
extension.
Vue Dev
in
2.
the
Yeah.
extension, Chrome extension, right?
Yeah, Chrome
Actually, the
extension, so you can see what React component is it? Is it the same
actually
in
the
Vue?
Vue have
In
a same
Next?
thing
Yeah.
called the Vue Dev 2. Vue
But
Dev 2. I'm
this,
not
I think this different beast because the features is
Mm,
more complete.
yep.
Like you can see the
Yes.
component running. You can see the
Oh, it's more
tree.
deep
Yeah,
because normally I use a Vue Dev 2.
View dev tool.
mm.
Yep,
Oh,
Vue Dev 2.
okay.
I
Yeah,
think
so
it's
you have
more
Vue
for the
DevTools
general.
and Next DevTools. Like if you use Next, so
Yes,
Next DevTools can
maybe.
give you like maybe more information about the routing, like the dynamic parameter or path or something maybe.
Mhm.
Because it's integrated to Next, the meta framework, not just Vue.
Hmm.
Mm. All right.
Next has their own the command lines called NUXI Nuxi.
Mhm.
Is it like when you
Mm.
init the projects, you use that, and the Vue is use a white with VIT. I'm not sure the with.js
Yeah,
or
fit.
with they use a
With
with
yeah, with yeah, yeah.
to be the command line. It's very fast. It's quite good.
Mm. Yeah. All right. Okay. Last but not least,
Huh?
if let's say one me,
We want
I
to
want
learn Vue
we want to learn. Yeah, we want to learn Vue.
from scratch.
How? Yeah.
So for
Any
me,
recommendation where to start?
I go to the Vue.js dot
Okay.
org,
.org.
the
Yeah.
official website .org.
Mm-hmm.
I think the document is quite useful. The document
Okay.
is easy to understand. You don't need
Uh,
to like they have a playground. They have everything that you already need there.
all right.
Oh,
So
nice. They have the playground like the
yeah,
live IDE, kind of like Svelte.
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. So and also Vue is already have some list that you need to pre install like a Vue Dev 2 or something like that. uh,
Mm.
that is already there. You don't need to like go to another website. I think we'll try to be the symbols as they can.
Hmm. Okay,
You need
okay.
to go to like several place to understand the view. But the problem is when you search the Google,
Hmm.
the Vue 2 and Vue 3 is quite different. Like mostly the Vue 2 is user option API, but for the Vue
Hmm.
3, the people change to the
Yes.
composable API. So
Yep.
when you search the Google, it's quite hard because sometimes some content is right in in the past, so
Mhm.
they have a like the tutorial or something in Vue 2 in the option API is cannot use in composable API. You have to check first which the version of that, and also
Mhm.
some the library is like has example only for the Vue 2, but yeah, it's already like in the code base it's already available for Vue 3. You have to learn by yourself. That is a little bit hard thing if you use a Vue and you use
Hmm.
some
Uh,
library that not well known. Yeah,
if you use AI autocomplete like Copilot or ChatGPT or
I use
Google IDX or
Gemini.
something, will you get good result? Like, will it
yeah.
get mixed? Maybe will they spit out like different inconsistent code because they learn from old materials and new one?
I has a board experience. I has experience that they suggest option API on the
Okay.
composable API, but I have
Hmm.
experience that the code is quite accurate. It's like
Good, good.
I had good and bad experience at the same time.
I see. All right then. Okay. If our viewers want to connect with you, uh, what social media you use the most?
Uh, mm, Twitter.
No social media. Twitter. Okay.
Yes,
What's your
Mastodon,
Twitter handle?
okay. So
Mastodon.
the funny thing is
Bluesky.
that I want to tell you is like my work is analyze data from the social medias. I'm
Ah.
quite bored with social media. Actually, I'm not post that much. Uh,
Okay.
you can search my name is Warat Womani is my full names
All
in
right.
every like channels, or you can connect me in I'm an 22
Yep.
everywhere. You can chat
Everywhere.
me
Oh.
everywhere.
Okay. Okay.
I'm on the lead mode every time. So, like I play TikToks
Hmm.
2 hour or 3 hour a day every day.
Hmm.
So like I use the social media a lot, but
I
I'm
see.
not the posting guy
You still.
because
You still. Yeah. Gone. Gone.
I know all everything that you post on the social media can detect by the system because I
Yeah.
know how to detect it. So
Yeah.
that's why
Because
I
you work with it. Right?
so I'm quite like because I'm quite like very careful to posting everything because it very affect to my work. So
All
yeah,
right.
but yeah, I'm online, always online.
All right. You still doing the live streaming stuff in Facebook?
Uh,
On Facebook, live
Yeah.
streaming.
I stopped
Nice.
doing it
You stop.
since last year, but I
Okay.
have a plan to back again soon. Actually, I want to back to do again this month because at the two
Uh-huh.
first month I done the project is called Thailand Web Landscape. It's quite busy, but
Okay.
yeah, not. I'm still fighting the good time because normally I do in the Sunday because I want everyone to watch before starting the next new weeks, right? But the problem is right now is I'm quite busy on the Sunday night.
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm like, I think it's might be come back very soon. Yeah.
Okay. But
Yep.
the you use Thai language, right? So we cannot
Yes.
understand.
Yes. I use High language.
Just
Okay.
on Facebook,
Okay.
or do you have a YouTube channel as well?
Um,
Hmm.
I say no. I say no. They have,
Oh,
but not that a big number. I think it's follow me on the Facebook is okay. My Facebook everything is public. It's fine.
All right. So that's it for today. Thank you very much, Warat, for coming.
Yep.
thank you very
And
Yep.
much.
Thank
yeah,
you everyone. Thank you Lisa. Thank you Aga. Bye
thank you,
bye. Bye
everyone.
bye.
See
Thank
you.
you.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.